Alrighty, so right now I want to try to clean up the frame on this green truck and just kind of see what I can do to knock down a lot of this thick grease and just mostly focus on the grease. But it's a little late right now. I don't feel like running pressure washer or power tools because I don't want to disturb my neighbors. And so I'm going to see what I can just do for getting the thick off of it using my hands, because the pressure washer I have doesn't really like to bust through the thick stuff anyways. So figured I'm in the mood to get something done. Let's see what we can do. I've got some grease crap. I'm yet to figure out if this stuff's really good or not. I've got a screwdriver, got this knife, a wire brush, and a nylon brush, and a good old garden hose, and just try to see what I can get done with that. So, I guess sit tight and we'll talk again and see what the results are. Won't be needing these anymore. Yeah. Alright, so that's where I'm going to wrap this one up at, because I started getting a lot of water on my phone, and I got a lot of, I got quite a bit of progress done. It only took me about 15 minutes, a little less, but as you can see, now we got a pretty good shine all through this cross member here, where I could easily access at least. I will come back and do more to this in time, because eventually, steering box and all this other stuff is going to come off. Even those control arms will come off at some point in time, because they won't be needed with straight axle, obviously. So this is what I got for right now. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight because I did get myself rather dirty. And I don't want to get too much more dirty before I go to bed because I don't want my bed getting filthy. And on top of that, the more dirty I get, the more time I have to spend washing it off. So, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching, and actually, I do want to mention that, you know, it's the little things that make a project nice, and the time it took for me to, you know, scrub that thing clean, though it might get a little rusty by the time we get to actually painting it. You know, I can just come back with another wire brush on the grinder, you know, wire cup, knock off all the rust. Really just gotta get that grease off. But the thing is, little details like this, like even if you plan to use the truck as just a toy the entire time or whatever, and this really doesn't matter, you know, you do this, it saves you a headache in the future, because dirt is one thing to have on a truck when you're trying to work on it. Grease is another, because you can take a hose and get the thick of the dirt off when you're working on a vehicle. You cannot get the thick of the grease off with a hose. So might as well take care of it now when you have the opportunity, instead of dreading it later because you're in too much of a rush to get your stuff together. It's worth the extra 10 minutes, 20 minutes to get the stuff cleaned up. Even if you don't paint it, let it rust, whatever, because it's still better than leaving it as grease. And as far as I know, the grease holds dirt a heck of a lot better than the, you know, just frame does, you know, bare metal. So it's well worth it, especially if it's something that you think you might end up wrenching on more than once in the future, which definitely this truck. So that's where I'm ending this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.